the ruling on the rules. Noticed that in the rules about last week, but I didn't bring it up because I didn't think anybody would be crazy enough to actually do it.
Yeah.
Enfro, did you already ask Nacho and...
I'm talking with Nacho right now. Ace is not going to be getting input on this short-term decision right now because it's affecting his match. Okay. Okay. So it's currently a borderline call, but Nacho and I have agreed that there will be no duplicate tracks through the rest of Swiss. We will be revisiting at a later time to discuss it in more detail for double elimination.
Which means Mikey has to choose a different track. He could go Zugga. That's almost the same track.
Okay. So we need a new track pick from Mike. All right, we're going to Zugga.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yes. Apologies for the delay, and apologies from all of the admins for causing the situation that led to that delay. It was something we should have thought about beforehand. Yeah. All right. Let's get into Zugga Challenge. So this course is interesting. It has another very large excavator that's on a pretty nasty cycle. Because when you're on lap 3, it just sits at the top of that hill for a while. At least at the pace these two players are usually at.
This track is very similar to the last one. It's basically half of this track is the last one that we saw in reverse.
Yeah.
The rest of the track is different, but very similar.
Yeah, I mean, it does have a couple of slightly trickier turns, and it doesn't have the front half of Spice Mine Run. It basically has the ending third. That's in the middle of this track. It's a very strange portion that they recycled.
He is getting in. Ace says he is ready.
Alright, so we're going high traction. Yep. This is definitely a track you want high traction on. It's interesting though, because we're finally really starting to understand the impacts of traction beyond just, hey, it feels better here.
Traction is so bizarre in this game, and also frame rate.
Yeah. Well, frame rate affects traction.
It looks like Mikey is on 60 FPS at the moment. When he gets
I
into
like
a
playing this
race.
course on 60 actually.
At 60 with max traction, I would not do that. He might change it here.
Maybe.
But
I'm still really not sold on this pick strategy for Mike. Like, he's really playing into Ace's strengths of the simpler stuff. If you put in more stuff with higher chances of mistakes, your consistency will shine through. But I guess he disagrees. Let's see if that works. Oh. I guess not.
you sinking that in through.
I'm trying. These are some very interesting picks and bans, though. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I'm using the wrong ones. So if I do that. Sorry, like I said, I'm not used to being the one managing this side of things, especially not when I'm commentating. But hey, it did sync up.
Nice. Okay.
So, sorry, about a minute of no play-by-play, but we are pretty much even coming through this back third. See, they're going to both be on the
This is a
same
little
cycle
bit
again.
ahead.
Yep. Yeah, they're both on the same cycle. It's at the bottom of the hill. Next cycle, it should be about half. Next lap, it should be about halfway up. Our Ace is almost 2 full seconds ahead. That is, wow. And he's getting a longer boost here.
Not sure where Mikey made the mistake
I don't know.
to lose that much time. Both holding their boost coming down this hill.
Yep, and Mike's getting a slightly longer boost here, it looks like. Substantially longer, actually. And he made up a little bit of that ground. So coming through to here, we do have a bit of a hairpin. This is probably the most common mistake after the... Following this too, we come into that hairpin, which is probably the most common mistake area on this track. You don't typically wind up dying here, but there are 2 spots where you can very easily bonk on the wall. One
Going through this
hairpin itself. Ace scrapes a little bit, probably bled 1 or 2 max speed.
Going through that hairpin section, it is extremely easy to underheat.
Yes.
But neither of them did it.
I don't expect to see either of these players underheat in general. And Ace's lead is back. Almost exactly where it was after that last lap.
Unless Ace makes a mistake, this is probably his.
No,
Even
actually,
as close
Mike
as
made
it
up,
is.
Mike made up 2/3 of a second there. He's got a shot at pulling this back. Only takes 1 small error from Ace, like scraping against a wall for half a second.
This is about a 1 second lead right now.
Yes. So
Just
this is
quite
still
a
very
bit
much
at
anybody's
this level.
race. And Mike has got